Hey everyone, this is Joshua Edley, and I'm here to talk to you about the new film, Warcraft, A New Beginning. Now, before I begin to talk about the film, I need to make a big announcement when it comes to my experience with the Warcraft games. I've only played Warcraft 3 and Warcraft 3 Frozen Throne. I have never played the originals or World of Warcraft, but I have at least tried to keep myself up to date with the lore, so I know for a fact what you're going to say, and you are completely right. I am an absolute shame to the Warcraft community. Yep, I've got my hands up. You can't see him though, but I've got my hands up. Now, with that out of the way, let's begin, shall we? So, does this film fail to make a good game license film, or did the director and all the crew actually who made the film do quite a good job? Well, in my personal opinion, I think that they actually did a good job. Now, is this film going to be a film that goes right at the top with stuff like Star Wars and such? No. It's not that good a film. But nonetheless, I think that the film has really made you really feel like you're in it, really. You discover basically the world, and I love how basically, in a way, the story flows in with little bit about basically of Azeroth itself, and even some of the characters that are in it. I like that. That being said, there are going to be points where if you don't know anything about the Warcraft lore at all, you're going to find it very hard to understand, and you can really tell clearly what this film is made for, really, who it really is the main audience. The characters are well developed, and you can see them clearly how they grow throughout the film. The main antagonist shows clearly what sort of villain he is, however, what his ambitions are, and that he clearly shows clear arrogance, and I like that of him. The CGI and the practical effects really work well together on this film, so I have no real problem about it. So what does it do wrong? I can only wish that they could have explained the magic a bit more. Not for me, but for like anyone else who probably doesn't understand it. But then again, I don't see how they could have in this film, because it's based on a series that basically already has this explained. And you can't just put all of the information into just one film. It's quite impossible. Like, this is why Lord of the Rings has like the same sort of issue. You can't explain every single detail. Even the story itself has parts that nobody's going to understand, as I said, and you just can't put it in. No way to put it all in, if you think about it. I mean, I already know about the fell magic and the sort of dark entities that live within, but that's only because I've kept myself up to date with the entire lore. And this is why I think some of the websites, I feel, don't truly take that to consideration. Like, I know that they'll say, well, maybe the fans will like it, but really they don't tell you that it's basically based on a universe that already has established this in its games, and it would be hard to explain it. But this is an entire topic that I will go talk more into depth about, I think. So, in conclusion, I recommend that you give it a try and see what you think about it. But be aware that this is a film that you may possibly like or possibly not like, because, as I said, the plot's going to be hard to understand sometimes. If you don't know anything about the Warcraft series, consider that when watching it. That's basically my biggest warning to you there. So, Warcraft: A New Beginning's final verdict. Well, I could possibly give it a 3 star and 1/2, but because of how I liked the film in its direction, I'm gonna give it a 1 star of approval. That is a star that I can only give to a film that I feel really earns it in one way or the other. And I believe that this film has earned that right. It may not be the greatest film, but I feel like it's a good enough film to at least earn that. And so there you have it, my own personal review. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you think about this review. Did you think I was being fair to it, or do you think that I sort of wasn't giving it justice that it needed to? Please let me know, especially if you're a Warcraft fan, and I know you're probably going to say it, and I've still got my hands up. So that is it really. I can't say any more, so without further ado, this is Joshua Edley, and I will see you later, maybe in a future review or an animation. Ta-da.